What's up, Ryan? What's up, Ryan? How you doing, brother?
Yes, sir. Hot. California zone, super rock. What's up, dog? Miss you too, homie.
Go ahead, bro.
As far as the beard, right? Yeah, you already know. But it's fire.
My bad, you know you got time.
I'm here to support. I didn't even know this was happening. I came to train. You here now?
Ryan, how's this early training been doing with Derek, man?
It's been going great, man. That's why I've been here every day. I never trained outside of my training camp in a minute, but I've been doing that here. It's been amazing.
And now we are with Ryan Garcia. It's great to see you, Ryan. Training under the guidance of Derek James. Ryan, great to see you being here. Obviously, business, but being here with Errol Spence and Derek James, I feel like they can't.
Years ago, as Errol Spence was getting ready for his clash with Terrence Crawford, a young Ryan Garcia crashed into the space before Spence's media workout and gave him a tight hug. These two were stablemates for years, back when Ryan Garcia trained under the legendary Derek James. Over the years, Garcia and Spence grew apart, with the now current WBC welterweight champion even going so far as calling out the former unified welterweight champion.
As you talk sports, they're talking boxing, proudly joined by Ryan Garcia. So I briefly asked you before about Errol Spence. Is he the person that you want next?
Yeah, that's who I want next. I've been calling him out. He's currently a pussy because he hasn't responded.
Have you sent him an offer?
No, but I sent him a picture of his girl in my DM.
Ben, do you have a message to Errol Spence?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
And how would that fight go?
I'll knock him out in 3 rounds.
It's unclear as to why these two began feuding, especially considering there was no bad blood between them. However, the cracks began appearing after Ryan lost a ringside wager, with Errol following Gervonta Tank Davis beating Rolly Romero. Ryan was forced to pay Errol $20,000 after he predicted that his stablemate Rolly would beat Tank. Things only got worse between these two when Errol Spence slammed Ryan after he tested positive for Osterine following his beating of Devin Haney. While these reasons could have been a reason for their feud, perhaps the most plausible reason is when Ryan Garcia erupted on Errol for filing a lawsuit against then head trainer Derek James. Garcia went crazy, calling out Spence and even suggesting that he fights all his critics at once.
Yeah, Spence got beef with my coach. What's good? Come see me. You want to sue him? I want to beat you up.
Yo, facts.
Facts, bro. Do. Knock out Errol. Nice. We good off that UFC guy. We want Ryan versus Kurt.
Facts, he will.
They either want me to fight Errol. They want me to fight everybody, bro. Fuck it. Let's fight all of them at the same time.
Yo, bring them on.
See what happens.
Bring them on.
What if I pulled that off, though?
Bro, did that?
2v1?
Yo, 2v1?
O'Malley and Errol Spence Jr. at one time?
Oh.
Pause.
Disrespectful.
Crazy.
It's no secret that Ryan Garcia was one of the most erratic figures in the sport a couple of years ago. After he tested positive following the Devin Haney fight, a lot of people, including Spence, distanced themselves from Garcia. Today, Garcia is known for hanging out with YouTube streamers, but back in the day, he was close to several big names in the boxing world. To add salt to Garcia's wounds, Errol Spence was spotted hugging and motivating Ryan's opponent Conor Benn a couple of months back. It's possible that Spence suggested a few tricks to help Ben get rid of Ryan, who is viewed by many as the favorite going into this fight.
Yo, What are you saying, bro?
Huh?
You back in the game?
Yeah, I might come
Back
back.
in the game?
Yeah, I might come back.
Yeah. Wicked.
Why?
Good seeing it.
Why?
No, I'm not fishing or anything.
Ah, okay.
It'd be good to see. It'd be good to see you back.
For sure.
I see you living
Congratulations too.
I thank you. I see you living your best life, man.
Oh yeah.
How you feel with your kids, your family,
Yeah, got
somewhere
to.
hot,
Got
palm
to.
trees.
Got to, bro.
Well, I'm happy for you, bro.
You do your thing,
Always,
bro.
man. Thank you. Good seeing you, bro.
What do you think of a potential fight with Errol down the line?
Nah, do you know what? I've always liked Errol. He's my guy, man.
All right.
It's just part of the game. You got to play the game.
Right.
But yeah, with Garcia, I'm happy for him. Just keep my belt warm, please, bro.
Ben has been putting all his effort into training. The British middleweight is currently training in the Highlands of California, United States, as he gets ready for the fight, which is now less than a month away. Ben's trainer, Tony Sims, recently revealed that Ben has already successfully cut the required weight for this fight. He's now putting his entire focus on sparring and training for the fight. He revealed that Ben's discipline is doing him favors and helping him prepare for the challenging fight ahead.
Definitely. I mean, and I couldn't have caught you at a better time because it's, a busy time for the gym at the moment. But flying to Vegas on Friday for, an absolutely mega fight for Conor Benn on September the 13th.
LA first. We go to LA for 4 weeks, and then the last week we dropped down to Vegas for this fight.
Okay. It's with kind of flying to LA. How important is that for Conor to kind of settle in? Obviously, he's done a camp out there before as well. How important is it to settle in and acclimatise for such a big fight against Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, like you're saying, it's about acclimatising. 5 weeks in America is more than enough time to acclimatise, and with Conor, he likes doing everything the right way, and we've got good sparring lined up over there, and we'll be all of us will be in one house, so I'm expecting a really good camp, and he's looking good in the gym at the minute. He's got his weight right down, which was the main thing. He was trying to get his weight down first before we went to the States, which he has done now, so he can now maintain his weight while we're there, and he's feeling strong and he's feeling good.
With someone so dedicated and determined, it's hard for Conor Benn to believe that his opponent is coming anything less than prepared for this matchup. The British boxer recently stated that he doesn't care about Ryan and his preparations for the fight. He's fully focused on himself and wants to give his best on fight night. Ben stated that people who don't work hard always tend to regret their decisions later in life. Ben doesn't fit in that category. He believes in giving his best in everything he does, even if he's not the best. Not trying something new is worse than failing at something you've done for the first time. He revealed that he has forgiven himself for losing in the first fight against Chris Eubank. He also believes that he can stop Reason in the upcoming fight.
I guess the only videos coming out from yourself is you working hard, but Garcia's smacking chairs on people in WWE, doing karaoke and stuff. What do you make of Ryan as a person and his antics?
You don't know if it's his antics or it's just him. But again, it doesn't concern me. Ultimately, I'm training extremely hard, training 110%, giving everything I have to this camp for this fight, as I do every fight and have done my whole career, is give 110%. Because you see, when I look in the mirror and I go, did you give it your all? I've done everything in my power I could. Throughout my whole career. That's enough for me. That's good enough. I give myself a pat on the back. People like Ryan will kick themselves when older. Why didn't I apply myself? Why didn't I dedicate myself? Why didn't I do more? And I could never forgive myself for not giving 110%. I could never forgive myself if that was the case. I can forgive myself for failing. I can forgive myself for losing like I did the first Eubank fight. I can forgive myself for falling short. I could never forgive myself for not trying hard enough.
He spoke to Mike Coppinger last Friday, and he said he'll be disappointed if it goes the distance and he doesn't stop you inside 5 rounds. Do you feel like he's overlooking you, or any response to what he said there?
I don't care what he's doing. It makes no difference. He can carry on doing what he's doing. It don't concern me at all. All I know is that I'm working extremely hard to come out victorious. And no doubt I'll be looking for the stoppage myself. No doubt.
Do you think you break him in there?
I think I'll stop him, I do.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of...
While Ben is confident that he can stop Ryan, he has his own set of issues to deal with. Ben recently showed off a vastly leaner physique on social media, confessing that boiling down to 147 pounds has been an absolute nightmare. Ben hasn't fought at 147 pounds in over 4 years, having spent his recent career competing at 150 pounds and bulking all the way up to 160 pounds for his heated rivalry with Chris Eubank Jr. While making weight is the primary concern, his recent lackluster performance against Regis Prograis raises doubts among experts as to whether this will be a competitive matchup. Conor Benn dispelled these doubts in his latest interview. Ben revealed that there isn't pressure on him to perform well against Ryan Garcia as compared to his fights with Chris Eubank Jr. He revealed that the 2 fights against his arch rival were brutal on his body and mind. The upcoming clash with Ryan Garcia, however, fuels his desire to win his first world title. Ryan's WBC belt is what he's chasing, and he's calm and composed, which, according to him, makes him a really dangerous fighter going into this matchup.
This is a world title fight, you know, the first sort of world title challenge for yourself. How would you describe your mentality in camp for this fight?
Very different to the Eubank fights. I think going up to 160 was a fight in itself, was unknown, was something different, something new. And it was also a family feud there was hatred, there was spite. And, you know, I pray, you know, people don't have to go to that place that I had to go to in the camp and in the actual fight itself. You know, I went to the well and back, and no doubt that fight took part of my soul. You know, but it just proves that I can go there, you know, with a bigger man. So for me, it fills me with confidence going into the fight I'm about to go into. You know, I think the Eubank fight was intense.
Yeah.
It was brutal. Yeah. There was a lot of history. There was, again, a lot of spite, a lot of hatred in the fight. You know, whereas this doesn't have the spite behind it. But the guy's got the belt I want, you know, and claim that #1 spot. The drive's very different. You know, one I wanted to put in hospital, when the other guy I just want to beat and prove that I'm #1.
There is needle though between you and Ryan, but do you need that needle? Would you say?
Listen, he's got the belt I want.
Yeah.
He's in the way. You know, so for me, that's what this is. You know, and he wants to take it lightly and the disrespect, and for me, it's just a matter of going in there and doing what I do, which is putting on a you know, clinical performance.
Yeah.
Ben addressed the weight concerns in his latest sit-down with Ring Magazine. Ben agrees that facing Ryan Garcia at 147 pounds isn't going to be easy work. He mentioned that training camp is brutal since he's forced to weight drain and prepare for the upcoming fight. He has plans to grab the world title and quit welterweight for good. For Ben, his only solace going into this fight is Ryan's heart. He believes Ryan has a weak heart. He's known to quit when the going gets tough, as was evident in his fights against Rolly Romero and Gervonta Tank Davis. Ben feels his work can be made easy if he's able to build pressure from the get-go and force Ryan to give up.
Do you think there's a way where you can question his heart, or people can question his heart because of the way that the Tank fights and the Rolly fights went?
Did he quit?
Do you think he's a quitter? I guess.
Did he quit? As a fighter, I can say he did.
Yeah.
With Rolly, did he go in his shell once he got clipped? You know, so. He did, you know. If you know, and that's our DNA is just different. Our makeup's completely different. You know, I'm a guy swinging, and I'm gonna go out on my shield always. You know, I'll stand there and have it with you.
When you see him finish fights like that, does that give you confidence when you talk about yourself putting in 110%?
No, I mean, I just I don't think about what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just focus on being the best fighter I can be, making sure that I'm in the best nick when I go into the fight, and when I see an opportunity to knock him out, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. Okay. And then the final one for myself. Obviously, a lot of people sort of talking about yourself making 147 again. I guess from your camp. The weight coming off nicely.
It's hard. It's brutal. This is my last fight at 147.
Your last fight.
This is my last fight at 147. when I win the world title, I'll move on. But for me, I haven't made 147 for 4 years, so it's challenging. Don't get me wrong, it's really hard. You think I went up to 183 pounds for the Eubank fights, so it's hard, but we're getting it done.
Yeah. So after this fight, you'll be going up to 154 pounds then?
154, 160, 168.
Okay.
Despite the weight concerns and level of talent between both fighters, it isn't surprising that a few experts are backing the British boxer. During a recent sit-down on Brian Custer's The Last Stand podcast, Terence Crawford's coach, Brian Bomac McIntyre, completely wrote off the WBC champion. According to Bomac, Garcia has never truly recovered from that crushing stoppage loss to Gervonta Davis. He claimed the brutal defeat permanently ruined him, insisting Benn is going to severely hurt Garcia.
Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn.
Conor Benn gonna probably stop him.
What? Really?
He gonna probably stop him, man. Keeper. Ryan he ain't been since that first fight with Haney. And he got popped. He just had never been he never got back to that type of winning. I've seen being firsthand. Man, that dude, he gonna destroy you. You heard it first. You heard it first from Bomac.
Oh, I hear you. We got it.
It looks like Garcia didn't take kindly to Bomac's prediction because he slammed the legendary boxing trainer for basing his opinion solely on his performances after the Devin Haney fight. He quickly dismissed Bomac's claim that he hasn't looked the same since his PED suspension. Garcia mocked McIntyre's weight, suggesting he worry about his own health instead. He urged analysts to evaluate a fighter's complete body of work rather than judging someone based on a single off night.
McIntyre, Bomac, tennis conversation.
Bomac, he don't even know what's going on.
Conor Benn is gonna destroy you.
He don't even know what's going on.
Your thoughts on his assessment of your fight against Conor Benn?
He said Ryan Garcia hasn't looked the same since the PEDs. Like, bro, you guys are just weird fuckers, bro. You ain't looked the same since you were like 10. Like, you've been fat since 11. Like, what are we on about here? You know what I mean? Like, bro, you need to worry about your own body, bro. You probably need to take steroids, slim down a little bit, maybe a little Ozempic, maybe a little Retta, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, try out some shit, bro. You need it, bro. That weight is unhealthy, my dog.
You tweeted something out about it. What was it? Saying he needs to stop eating.
Yeah, because he said I'm gonna get stopped. I said, motherfucker, you need to stop eating them chips. You got caught on live, bro. You got caught in the back room, locker room, eating all them hot Cheeto chips. Every bite counts, my dog.
It was Funyuns, I think, but
hey, those are fire though. I actually don't blame him for the Funyuns.
But on the real though, you look great with fighters. You dropped him within 1 minute.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You couldn't. The corner could have stopped.
Look at it, bro. I always tell people, look at the whole body of work. That's why a lot of boxing analysts get the fights wrong. One, styles make fights, and two, your whole body of work is supposed to be what you pay attention on. Like, LeBron James could have one bad game, but you're not gonna talk shit about LeBron. You're gonna look at his whole body of work. My whole body of work is usually it's an exciting fight, and usually I win. I mean, I'm not here to be like, oh my gosh, like that guy sucks because it's one night. You know, everybody said Devin Haney was gonna lose to Brian Norman because he had a bad night with Jose Ramirez. And I knew that he was gonna win because as fighters, you figure it out. You're like, what's going on? Like, what am I not figuring out? Then you come back to the drawing board and then you get better, bro. That's called sport, dumbass. You know, sometimes it was your nutrition, sometimes it was your sleep, it could be anything, bro. You got to figure it out, bro.
While the likes of Bomac are disregarding Garcia's growth, other experts don't see a way Benn can beat Ryan Garcia, who is way more talented. Former welterweight ruler Kell Brook, who faced Errol Spence in the past, weighed in with a chilling warning, stating that Ryan possesses that rare, terrifying punch power that acts like a get-out-of-jail-free card. In Brook's eyes, Benn could execute a flawless game plan for 4 rounds, but one single lapse in concentration against Ryan puts your lights out instantly.
No, listen, I think Conor Benn's he's got it all on he can fight. You know, I would have liked him to have got a British title instead of just jumping. But you know, this he can fight. He's a pay-per-view fighter. I'm looking forward to this fight with Garcia and Conor. It's a very exciting fight, you know what I mean? It's very exciting. Ryan can whack. Oh yeah. He can whack big time. This is going to be a real test, you know what I mean, for Conor. Do you know what I mean? Is it down at welterweight? So, you know, Conor's boxed Eubank at middleweight. He's coming down.
there's so many things, you know, like we talk about, like is this is more his weight in it. This is more his weight, Conor's weight. Right, Garcia were a bit lighter before he was going up his full dart. It's an exciting fight. There's two serious characters what both can fight, and they want it, and they're not going to disappoint.
How much of a chance do you give Conor in that fight?
Yeah, I gave him a good chance. Do you know what I mean? I gave him a good chance. It's not like I'm saying, you know, I do lean towards Garcia winning the fight. I do. You know, especially because his last fight he boxed well, but the fight before he didn't box so good. But I just think that he'll rise to the occasion. You know, the champions, and I think that we're going to see the best of both of them. But I think Garcia's got that. He's got that get out of jail card. That wah.
Two-division champion Paulie Malignaggi went even further, breaking down how Benn's fundamental habits are tailor-made for Ryan's counterpunching arsenal. Malignaggi pointed out that Benn loves to leap in with wide hooks, a habit that opens up massive lanes down the middle for someone with Ryan's razor-sharp reaction time.
September 12th, Las Vegas. What do you think about that matchup?
Listen, both guys are very popular, and I think that's why the fight gets made. You know, business is business, right? So you got two guys who are very popular. Conor is very popular in the UK. Ryan is popular in the US, but probably worldwide with his YouTuber audience, his streamer audience. So I do think that, you know, the fight makes sense from that perspective. How can you not make it? But as far as the kind of fight it's going to be, it's going to be a disappointment as a fight. I think it's a one-sided fight. I don't think Conor Benn is on that level. Call Ryan a YouTuber, call Ryan a streamer, call Ryan what you want. But when Ryan shows up focused, Ryan is still a world-class fighter, and that's for that reason he owns a world championship. For me, Conor Benn is a guy who's placed there out of popularity. And unless you do the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. route, where you rob half of the guys on his record and you rob them, this guy's never going to become a world champion, you know. And I think that, you know, this fight is popular for a lot of reasons, but ultimately, as a fighter, the people on the inside as a fighters, and we're in the minority, the people that actually understand boxing, the people that watch this fight, these two guys are so popular that the majority of people are going to bring, the majority of the people that gets brought to a fight like this, brings their attention to a fight like this, are not boxing people, right? So they're just going to watch it out of the curiosity because both of these guys are so popular, and that's why these kind of fights cross over, right? But the minority is people like us who understand boxing. We in the minority know this is not a good fight. This is a one-sided mismatch, and I think I will be shocked if Ryan doesn't knock him out in a one-sided fight. Doesn't have the power, you know. Once he failed that drug test, you can say he got cleared, but dude didn't have power before. He was right before all that. Then he went through a little string of strong power. He knocked out guys who had no business. He had no business knocking out. Those were some of the better fighters he was fighting. And all of a sudden he's gone backwards. And even level of opposition, he's gone backwards. He's not even coming close to hurting these guys. Eubank was weight drained and everything. So, you know, we can say that, but Eubank's probably the best fighter he's fought since then, but it was a weight drained Eubank, and even then he lost one of those fights. So I don't know, bro. It's not even people are gonna say, "Oh, you're hating on Conor Benn." I think a lot of people agree with me, but it's not even me hating it. It's just me just calling it like I see it. I don't think the kid is that good, but he's very popular, so I understand it. His father was an excellent fighter. I understand it. The UK market is huge, so you know they're able to create these kind of stars. I understand it, but that's it, man. I mean, you want me to tell you what I think of the fight, right? I understand why they're making the fight too, but it's not a good fight as far as ultimately. The promotion will be fun. I think Ryan is a good trash talker. Conor trash talks well. Dana and Oscar De La Hoya's trash talking will be fun because, you know, the two promoters are involved. The build-up will be fun. It'll sell well, but ultimately on fight night, people will be complaining that they wasted their money.
There's no doubt that Ryan Garcia is the obvious favorite going into this fight. While Conor Benn doesn't have the necessary skills and talent to beat Ryan, he's looking to give his best shot in this fight. But who do you think wins this one? Drop your predictions in the comments. That's all for today. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned and we will catch you in the next video.